Welcome to my weekly review. I want to keep it short because there was not a lot going on last week. Like I pointed out, I've been over here in this range for Volkswagen, over here again. This was last week. I said if this trend line will break, we have an opportunity. Right at the start of the week we had an attempt to break it, but it failed. So price fell back into this. It seems to be finding some support over here, but it failed to break. So we are still in this indecision. Don't forget that we are seeing divergence for quite some time now. So this is the hardest thing sometimes about trading is waiting. This is we have to wait. Maybe another final push lower is a possibility. We are in this declining range. It is Volkswagen, so fundamentally things are not that good at Volkswagen with all the negativity about the recent fuel technology scandal things 2 years ago. So, but then again, we are technical trade. I am a technical trader, and when I see this, it catches my attention because I see this divergence on the RSI. For those of you who are new to this, divergence tells me that we are making a low in the market. In just looking at price action is the bars we're looking at, the actual price. Then another attempt. This pin bar is a pattern that tells us that price does not want to be here. So this gave us an opportunity. This gave us an indication that price was willing to move back up. As a matter of fact, it did move up. It actually broke this high, but then again it touched the trend line and we closed below this high and forming this bearish pin bar again. So we got a clue that price was not ready to break through, and we started to shift lower. Another pin bar, doji pin bar, something like that, telling us price does not want to go up. And then this bullish of this bearish candle over here, strong momentum to the downside, some correction, then another one very strong to the downside. Then we got another test of these levels over here, actually broke pin bar, so price does not want to be here, moving back again. Putting this one on the daily, of course we see a pin bar in the final day as well. Well, not really, it's a small pin bar with a bearish red body. We prefer to see a pin bar with a bullish green body. That gives us more confirmation the price is willing to go up. Finally over here we see a pin bar as well, touching that trend line, failing to break through, testing this high but closing lower. So a couple of attempts to reverse this, a couple of attempts to switch it around, but it doesn't seem to happen. We are consolidating actually between the 141 and the 136. So let's see what happens next week. The overall sentiment in the market is not that good with all the tension between America and North Korea. The dropping of bombs in Afghanistan to send Korea a message. Syria is going on. America is a lot in the news with Mr. Trump, and you know, also it's the time of the year. We had a nice first month this year, and we're in the second quarter now. So the price needs to be is correcting overall. If yesterday I showed you guys the DAX and the Nasdaq analysis, which gives us an indication of where the indexes are, and as you could see, they were in a correction. Same thing goes for this pattern. So again, it's waiting. Next week, let's see what happens. We need to see a break of this trend line. That's what I am looking for in this in this pattern. I'm still looking for it. Just looking at this trend line that comes from down here. This is a trend line on a bigger time frame. We also have the support down here where price 1, 2, 3 times it touched, and it seems to be moving away from the support. And this declining trend line is getting closer. So this area within where price is moving in is getting smaller and smaller. So most likely we will see a move in up or down direction. We'll see. So Volkswagen, watched it, couldn't trade it last week. This one was not on our watch list, even though it is ranging pretty nicely, trending pretty nicely at the moment. So let's not go into that too far. What was on our watch list was Shopify. I entered Shopify around this area, around this trend line. I would have liked to see a more convincing bounce off of this trend line. It doesn't seem to have happened just yet. But we have a strong bullish bar over here that moved all the way up to 71.8. And my take profit is around 73.5, just above the 73, which is the last and the previous highest high. So let's see what happens from here on out. I'm already in this trade. My take profits are set, and well, let's see what price action will bring us. Of course, we have a new horizontal support area over here. So be watching that as well. Okay, so Shopify is I entered it, and it's active, it's running. Then we had IBM. It's interesting because IBM for some reason looks a little bit like Volkswagen. Also a couple of attempts to break through, but instead of breaking through, this one actually made a new attempt to finish the week in a new low, which is below the 170. Same thing goes here. If it didn't happen last week, so if it does happen this week, then we have a nice trade. So let's see what happens from here on out. This trend line, same setup, but we need to see a break. We really need to see a break of this trend line, preferably a retest of the trend line. Let's see what happens. The thing is, I want to put this on this trade. It's when I show you the weekly, IBM has been in a pretty nice uptrend for quite some time now, after a very long downtrend. So this is a very important line I'm drawing here on the bigger time frame. A touch of the trend line, another touch. So something needs to happen around here. What I want to point out is we've been waiting for this trade for like 1 month almost. Every week I put this on the watch list. If the trend line breaks, we're going in. It didn't happen. A lot of times people forget a trade, but look at it this way. If we could have entered around here and made a move, then we would have had, what's that, 8 points. This did not give us an opportunity. Over here it didn't as well. It made us 10 points. Right over here. Eventually, when this one turns around, we are watching this. We are ready to go, and we should go with proper risk management. And we are at the beginning of a reversal if we take the trade correctly, and we can make an easy 20 points back up if this thing turns around next week. On Tuesday, earnings for IBM will come out as well, so be watching that very closely. Corrections as a trend trader or as a swing trader are not necessarily a bad thing. Corrections give you better opportunity to enter a trade and then go. As long as you read the charts, don't be stupid, don't take trades too early or whatever. Read the charts, trade what you see. Finally, there was not a lot going on. Most things I pointed out tells us that the trades are too early to take. Let me see. This one, Euro Swiss franc. I really like this setup. I've been trading in this range. Let me show you the daily to give you a clear picture of that actual range. Here it traded in a range for a couple of weeks. Now over here it is trading in the same range. It made a quick visit above here to touch the trend line. Right now it broke a support zone last week, so we are actually, I think we're moving into a new channel possibly, which leaves us with the same setup for we had last week. And it's like this. If price bounces off for next week and we head into this area, very nice place to enter some nice shorts. Take profit 1, take profit 2. If price continues to go lower as it is showing us right now, then I will be entering below this trend line. This is at 164, let's say 164 around here. Go long, take your first profit, maybe set another profit for the touch of this trend line. This is a lot of people, swing traders or price action traders, hate these kinds of charts because there is not a lot happening here. I trade this one every week. Why? Because it is so clear where price is. I like that. Below here, go long. In the middle, because this has been a support and resistance zone for quite some time, enter, take your profits. It's so easy, so not a lot of risk to me is in here. It's not heavy trading, trending markets like, for example, the euro dollar can make pretty big swings from time to time, which is nice to take those trades and to make a nice profit if you are playing it safe. This is as well a nice range trade for you guys. So one more thing I want to point out is Starbucks. I did a technical analysis on Starbucks, which I shared with you last week. I pointed out this level had to hold, and I would be entering around here with a nice risk reward. I am in this trade with a couple of lots, and I am still believing this one. It is possible that we will see another attempt to go higher, as long as the levels pointed out here hold. Let me point it out. This was the setup. There is still room to go lower. So this is a nice setup. That's it for today. That's it for this week. Quiet week. Not a lot going on. Like I said, Euro Swiss franc was a nice trade. Starbucks we entered, and IBM, Volkswagen, keep a close look on them. Tomorrow it's of course it's Easter, so on Sunday or maybe Monday I will do my weekly analysis for what is coming. A lot of setups are still in play, so let me see if I can find some new information, or maybe I can point out in more detail how I trade certain things. So for now, I wish you guys all a happy weekend, a happy long Easter weekend, and try to relax and try to have some fun. And next week, when the markets open, we are back at it. Bye bye.